Give me 1 second to set this all the way up. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. All righty. All right. All righty. We have a special guest today. It is my middle son, no, actually my younger son, sorry, Josiah. He is an interesting one. But today on this live, we're talking about how words matter because they simply do. People, there's a lot of times people will use words to try to negate who you are or your journey to self-healing. And when I was talking to my ex-wife today, she mentioned that on her live, you should check her out. It's like Liz 411. If you don't know, if you can't find her, just look at my subscribers. Her name is Liz. Go check her out. She's pretty awesome what she does. She has a really good personality. Here, but I like to say that when I was talking to my ex-wife today, she was mentioning how people have a hard time deciphering certain words. So she was saying how she has self-love, and someone told her that self-love equals selfishness. And those words may sound the same, but they are very, very different. Self-love is knowing what you can tolerate. Think about it like this. You know your boundaries. You know what you're able to tolerate, what you're able to take. And it gives you a type of internal strength. Whereas being selfish is not caring about anyone else in return. You can have self-love and still care about other people. You can have self-love and still, you know, make it, you can have self-love and still go about your day and be concerned with others. Whereas if you're selfish, you can care less about other people. It wouldn't matter to you at all. And that's where the difference lies. So selfishness, you're consumed with your personal benefit, nothing more, nothing less. And then you have self-love, where you love yourself, you know what you can tolerate, you know your non-negotiables, and you are able to still operate as a individual that care. Then you have narcissism and you have just being confident. Those things are different. A narcissist care less about other people's opinion of them. They will continue to do what they're doing, even at the detriment of people in their lives. A person who's confident has went through the ups and downs of life, the rigors of life, and they are proud of what the journey. They're proud of who they are and where they come from. A confident person will not denigrate anyone else. They don't have to. They already made it. They will actually lift people up. But whereas a person who is narcissistic will simply do anything in their power to make you feel low. If they are not the center of the attention, then they'll destroy you. They don't even know how to be happy or proud of someone else. And so a person who has a narcissistic, they have a huge ego. Whereas a person who's confident is okay with sharing the stage. In fact, they will actually teach you how to get to where they came from. They will help you through the journey. A narcissistic person couldn't take that. Their ego would not allow it. So a self-care and self-love, you can love yourself. You know how much you can tolerate. You know the ins and outs. Selfish, you can care less about anybody else. It is all about you. If you have no skin in the fight, you will not stay around. So words do matter, and do not let people use word to make you feel low about yourself. People will do that for some reason. Unfortunately, friendships are not balanced. They're not always balanced, and you have to let people go, because if a person comes into your life and you've been doing this journey of self-healing, and every time you achieve something, they come in and say, "Wow, that's all you got? A B? Wow, you didn't get an A." Those type of people are folks who are not happy with themselves and still going through their own journey. So you have to be real mindful, real careful with people you allow into your life, because they will try to derail you, because we know misery love company. And I'm a kind of person, I'm very careful about the company I keep. So words matter. Your non-negotiables. I tell people all the time, it's okay to have your preferences, because no one likes everybody. There's no one in the world that will like everybody. So you can have your preferences, but make sure your preferences are something that you can actually attain. Some people have preferences so wild and so out of like their level that there's no way they could actually obtain those things. Like you know what you qualify for. Not every like think about this. When you go to a bank, you can't walk in there and say, I'd like to put a loan in for $1 million. And you know damn well you work at McDonald's and your credit score is 550. That's not gonna work. It's not going to work. So the same thing as in the dating market. You have to be real careful about who you let into your life and who you think you qualify for, because you don't want to be alone. No one wants to be alone. Humans are made to be in pairs. And so you don't want to ignore that person that could be for you, all because of these arbitrary things that you thought was important. Because I don't know how old some of you guys are in the chat, but me, I'm almost 40 years old. And I know I've been in relationships where aesthetically speaking, everything about that person looked amazing. And I'm like, wow, they checked off all my physical attributes. And I thought that's all I needed to do. And then I found myself looking real crazy when that person had no personality. They were all about money, all about fun. And that wasn't who I was. Because at the end of the day, you need more than just the looks. You need more than just, you need more than just like the physical attributes. You need to make sure somebody is, you need to make sure somebody is like in line with you. And also there's a giant baby attacking the live. So be mindful. He's a lot. But yeah, like he's but yeah, so thank you, Andrea. But yeah, like you have to be real careful and real mindful with how your personal preferences are, because you can find yourself in a situation where you are chasing a man or a woman who is actually not looking for someone like you. Because we do know that people tend to date where they are. At least from the female side of outside of things. If you are not successful already and you're trying to date a successful person, it can happen and it has happened, but just be mindful that it can also leave you, alone for a very long time. And so I tell people to just be reasonable. If you're still growing, find somebody who is still growing. If you already made it, it's okay to look for somebody who has made it, or to find somebody who's had that drive that you had and pull them up there where you are, especially in men. When it comes out to men, calm down, Papa. Especially when it comes out to men, it is very important, because the last thing you need is somebody who you met at the very top of your success, who's then going to use you for all your resources. Because there are people like that. That there are people who would use you for what you got, and they were not part of that journey. And anybody who have made a significant amount of money or made progress in their life, they know that journey was easy. Those sleepless nights, those hours studying, all that stuff. That people, someone needs to appreciate that. Sometimes you'll have people, they'll get into your life, they'll come into your life, and they think that because you made it, that they can just blow all your success, all your money, all the hard work. They'll blow it, because to them it means nothing, because they did not go on that journey with you, and because of that, they're a lot less reasonable when it comes down to calm down. They're a lot less reasonable when it comes down to like spending your resources. So you need somebody in your life who will be appreciative of your journey and understand what you're trying to do.